Ahoy there again, this is Derek, the Convicted Cinephile. Please like, share, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at convicted_cinephile. I'm here today to show off a box of movies I got from Gruv.com, or Gruv Entertainment. It's a pretty cool site. They have some good deals on there pretty consistently. I took advantage of their 3 for $30 4Ks and their 3 for $15 Blu-rays, so I ended up getting 9 movies, 7 of which are Best Picture nominees and or winners, and 2 of them are comedies that I really like that I needed in my collection that I used to own on DVD and sadly no longer did, so now I have them again. So let's get started here. I got a box like right here. Like, that's how close it is. So first off, I have Born on the 4th of July, starring Thomas Cruise, as everyone knows, and Willem Dafoe, directed by Oliver Stone. This actually won Best Picture at the Golden Globes. I considered putting it in my Golden Globes Best Pictures They Got Right video the other day, but I hadn't arrived yet in the mail, so it didn't. Plus, I haven't seen the movie in its entirety, sadly. So yeah, with the deal they got going, you can basically get all these movies for like $5 new, which is a good deal. And I noticed that all of them seem to be Universal Pictures or Focus Features, which I believe is the independent label for Universal. So Gruv must just have a deal with Universal, or it's just Universal's site to kind of wholesale out their movies, it seems like. I don't know. Maybe if you do, you could leave a comment. Because I'm an idiot and I don't know anything. But I did notice they're all Universal movies. Like, as soon as I bought them, I was like, wait, that's kind of weird. Here I have Erin Brockovich starring Julia Roberts. This was her Oscar-winning role. I've never been a huge fan of Julia Roberts, to be honest. I honestly always make fun of her whenever I watch something with my wife because she likes her, so I like to give her crap about it. I don't really dislike her. I just like to bother my wife. But she's really good in this. And this was nominated for Best Picture and Best Director for Steven Soderbergh, the same year he won for Best Director for Traffic. So they kind of did an interesting thing. They're not really allowed to tell people who to vote for at the Oscars. That's very frowned upon, and if you do it enough, they will disqualify you, which is a good thing. I forget which company did it, but someone basically said, in support of Steven Soderbergh to win Best Director, they were saying, hey, if you were going to vote for him for Erin Brockovich already, we want to focus all your votes on Traffic just to try to give him the best chances of winning. And it worked, apparently. So they weren't saying vote for someone else. They were saying, if you're already voting for Steven, focus on Traffic, which I thought was kind of weird, but cool. And it worked out in the end. So Traffic won 4 out of its 5 nominations, everything except Best Picture, which ended up going to Gladiator. Next, I got one of my 4Ks, another Best Picture nominee, winner of Best Actor, The Darkest Hour, with the incomparable chameleon Gary Oldman. Jesus Christ. Now, if that was Gary Coleman, that'd be a performance. He rose from the dead to play Winston Churchill, Gary Coleman. It won Best Makeup too, obviously. I wonder why. This was kind of like a Best Picture nominee. A lot of people didn't like it that much. I thought it was a good movie. He was awesome in it. A lot of people kind of wish Timothée Chalamet had won for Call Me By Your Name instead. I was happy either way. I just really wanted Gary Oldman to finally have an Oscar after being ignored so many years. It took him like 30 years just to get nominated for the first time for Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, so I was happy to see him win for this. And Chalamet will have another shot soon enough, I'm sure. He's in every movie that comes out. He's bound to get nominated and win for one of them. Next, I have another Best Picture nominee. Feel-good movie from 1989, I believe. Kevin Costner's first ginormous hit before he did Dances with Wolves. He didn't direct it, he just starred in this. Field of Dreams. This is the, 30th anniversary edition, so this must have come out a couple of years ago, 2019, 3 years ago now, because, years change. But yeah, Field of Dreams is great. It's not like the best thing ever, but it is like a genuine feel-good movie, which there are few and far between of those nowadays, I feel. So it's nice. And James Earl Jones is awesome in this, and Ray Liotta shows up, he's good, and I'm trying to read the guy's name because I'm forgetting it. Burt Lancaster, there we go. I can't remember. He's awesome too. And he shows up in that movie as well. The third and final 4K I bought was the winner of Best Picture in what I would say is the least impressive lineup of Best Picture nominees ever. 2018's Green Book. I enjoy Green Book. It's a fun movie. It's a nice movie. Whenever anyone asks about Green Book, I say, yeah, it's a nice movie. That's the best thing I could say about it. It's funny. The performances are good. My favorite thing about it is the performances, honestly. Viggo Mortensen was awesome and hilarious. He's always great. And Mahershala Ali, who won that year, is great. He won Best Supporting Actor for what is absolutely a co-lead role, which is often bullshit, but he's already got 2 Oscars in like 3 years. This man is tearing it up. Let's see if he can win a third one for playing Blade whenever that finally happens. I'm kidding, obviously. He's not going to win for playing Blade. But hey, it's Mahershala Ali. They like him in anything, right? Next up is the Best Picture nominee from 2005 that I mentioned in my video the other day, Munich, directed by Steven Spielberg, starring Eric Bana, and Daniel Craig shows up in this movie too before he was a ginormous star. I like Munich. It's a very slow burn spy thriller movie, but it is extremely well made. It was nominated for picture, director, and editing. All the usual awesome stuff that Steven Spielberg movies are nominated for nowadays. Nowadays, referring to like a movie that came out damn near 20 years ago now. I'm old. Last but not least, with my Best Picture nominees, the winner of Original Screenplay back in 2003, Lost in Translation, starring Academy Award nominee Bill Murray. A lot of people thought he should have won for this. Apparently he did too, because he was very pissed off when Sean Penn won instead. Very visibly disappointed if you watch the clip of that. But, you know, he was good in it. I love Bill Murray, like everyone does. I prefer Mystic River and Sean Penn as far as rewatchability goes. I think it's a more entertaining movie. This was lucky enough to win Original Screenplay, in my opinion. But it's a good movie nonetheless. So those are my 7 Best Picture nominees that I will have to make room for on the shelf as soon as I'm done recording this. And as you know, I'm not always about award season guff. It's just that time of year. Around Halloween, I like to focus on the horror movies, which I also love. I love any kind of movie as long as it's enjoyable. It either needs to be objectively great or just something I enjoy watching. And comedies nowadays are few and far between even watchable anymore, sadly, because everything's offensive to everyone and no one likes jokes. But people who I've always respected the hell out of, who've always focused on comedy, is Trey Parker and Matt Stone, the creators of South Park. I've been a diehard fan of theirs since 1997 when South Park started. I have Cannibal the Musical on DVD from Troma. I have the South Park movie. I need to get Team America on Blu-ray. That's another one I need to buy. Had that been a Universal movie, it probably would have been on sale with the rest of these, and I would have bought that too. But I picked up Orgasmo, the movie they made right as South Park debuted. Because they actually made this, I think, before South Park debuted. But I think it was released after. It was like so close to the same time. This movie is funny. It's honestly my least favorite of all their projects. But it's just one of those, it's so stupid and hilarious and juvenile and offensive that you love it. The best part about this movie, along with, what am I thinking of? The Cannibal the Musical Blu-rays, is that they have their drunken commentary where they're just getting increasingly more drunk and inebriated throughout the commentary, and it's hilarious. So, if anything, buy it just for that. Listen to that. But yeah, I enjoy Orgasmo. It's funny. I like to have it in my collection again. But most of all, one of the dumbest and most hilarious movies ever, Basketball. I love Basketball to no end. It's like a genuinely decent sports movie, but with like the stupidest premise ever. And Trey Parker and Matt Stone are amazing. I just love anything they do. This movie still cracks me up. I can watch this basically any day of the week, and it puts me in a good mood. I quote it more often than any human should, and it's been out for like 24 years now. So that's it. Those are the 9 movies I got from Gruv Entertainment, once again. I recommend you all go there. They don't have a huge selection, but they have good prices on what they do have. So if you have a hankering for any Universal pictures and you got $30 to throw away, go over there and buy some Blu-rays and 4Ks. That's all I got to say. Once again, my name is Derek, the Convicted Cinephile. Please like, share, and subscribe. It's award season now. I just did a couple of Golden Globe prediction videos and reaction videos and my top 5 movies that they got right for Best Picture that the Oscars did not. I'll be doing more of that. I will probably try to make a quick SAG nomination prediction video, or at the very least a reaction to their nominees coming up next week. Yeah, and I'll do some unboxings once I get more stuff in. I'm no millionaire, so this is pretty much my splurge for the month, sadly. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.